So another concept that is important to think through is the fact that we can use, because a string is essentially a list of characters, we can use very interesting methods on strings. And strings are iterables, which means I can go through a string one letter at a time if I want to and print it out. So if I have, let's just say my string is Bakersfield College. I can go through this string one letter at a time using a for loop. str letter in str text print str letter. So if I print that out, I can print one letter at a time. Or if I want to, I can take this and I can clean that out by running a quick check on each letter. I can say if str letter is alpha, or str letter is a space, let's put it into a new string, str new, start blank, and each time it's either a letter or a space, I'm going to add it to the string. str new plus equals str letter. Now at the end of that, print str new. There we go. So now when I finish, wait a second, plus equals, oh, my bad. That should be out here because it was wiping it out every time it looped. Okay, so now, there we go. So what it's doing is it's going character by character, and it's saying, is this a letter or a space? Is this a letter or a space? And if the answer is no, it ignores it. Ignore, ignore, ignore. And then it gets to this, it says, is it a letter or a space? Yes. Then we're going to put it into this container. Then it goes to the next one. Is it a letter or a space? Yes, puts it in the container. It goes through every time, and it only puts it in the container if it's a letter or a space. And then what I get in the end is a clean string with only including the things that I want. So that's a really useful way that you can process a string. You can go through it character by character and say, is the character supposed to be here or not? The other thing I can do with strings is I can use list notation, which is what this is called, to pick out pieces of the string. Now, in an array or a list, we've been using brackets with the index. And so if I say something like, let's get back to my good string here. Coolidge. There we go. There's my good string. So if I want, I could take str text and treat it like a list and print out only the first character, right? Or I could print the sixth character, which is the F, right? So I can use that, but I can also use this notation to say if I want to print out the first character through the seventh character, I can slice the string that way. If I use a negative number, that is counting from the end of the string. So we're counting backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, so on. So negative numbers can be used also. If I want, I can get everything except the last character by going from 0, which is the beginning, to -1, which is one character in from the end. So that produces this. If I want to count both from the end, I could say 0, 7 or -7 to negative, well, if I wanted to get the end, I wouldn't have to specify anything. But if I wanted to end at the second to the last character, I could do that, -7 and -1. So we're always going left to right in our slicing, but I can use that. Now, there is the possibility for a third. So number colon number gives me the beginning and end of the slice. If I include another colon after this and a number, then it decides it's a step value, which says how many numbers should I skip in between, basically. So if I say colon colon 2, I'm including all of the numbers or all of the characters, but only printing every 2. So the default there is 1. So if I have 1, it prints every character. If I have 3, it prints every third character. So if I want to, I can use this as a quick trick because that takes a negative number too. And if I go colon colon -1, I can flip the whole string backwards. So this is a quick trick. str text colon colon 1 or -1 flips the string backwards. If you want to reverse a string really quickly, that's the easiest way to do it. It's a bit of a hack, but it works perfectly every time. So that is string slicing.